Good evening. Well, apparently, I wasn't quite prepared to speak in full volume. I've been mumbling to myself. Uh, I talk to myself a lot. An easy way for me to remember things is hearing them. And so if I say them, I hear them and I remember them better. A lot of times I'll be talking to somebody and I'll say, "Help me remember," when in reality I'm just saying it out loud so I remember. Today's been another pretty slow one. It threatened to rain all day, and by that I mean it was pretty much constantly drizzling till a little after dark. So even though I kind of wanted to get in the yard today, uh, like around the time I probably would have gotten in the yard, I went out and got the mail and was like, I should probably get out here soon. And by the time I was back to my chair, I was gonna finish up what I was doing. I was walking the dogs too. And Mom had just kind of caught me on the way to the bathroom. So I was going to come back here and finish up what I was doing. And when I sat down and looked out the window, it was what we call trying to rain. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna, because, God, the second I get out there, it's gonna pour. And I don't want to be that wet today. So I'm just gonna not. I slept in a bit. And by that I mean, like, I'm considering sleeping past 11, sleeping in. Because I've been pretty good about waking up at least between 10 and 11. And then just kind of laying here. But, like, today I didn't get out of bed till nearly noon. Hit 100 with my Phantom today on PSO2. So, daily grind will be back on Braver. I started messing around with it today, and while I've missed the weapon, I already missed the major mobility of Phantom, and it's going to be a hard change. And it's another reason I'm slow. I'm glad I'm slowing down on the play, because already I miss one of Phantom's ability could basically just be used as a dash or a sprint, and I would use it often whenever I had the ability to, because it constantly drains like ability points, but mana or stamina or whatever you want to call it. It's called PP, but I don't want to call it PP because I'm a child. um, and I already missed that move because like it made you move more than twice as fast as you normally run, and none really that I know of the base classes are really as mobile as what you can manage with the Scion classes. Luster and Phantom, and a 12 to a bit too. I guess Hero is, but like I haven't really been paying that much attention, or I guess I should say I haven't seen many other people playing Hero since I started paying attention. But like usually, if someone is keeping up with me while I'm sprinting like a madman, it's another Phantom or a Luster generally. Um, then I spent the rest of the day playing Breath of Fire, which alternated fairly regularly between, alright, cool, now we're making progress, and sweet fucking Jesus, if I have to suffer through one more random encounter, I'm going to gouge my eyes out, send them to Capcom, and demand an apology. I've also decided that if I continue with Breath of Fire 2, I am going to play the GBA remake. Because I'm hoping, I don't know how much they changed, But, like, I'm just kind of hoping in general. But again, I don't know. I don't I don't know where I got the impression that the remakes were less vague. Maybe just 2 in general is less vague. But, like, just as an example, there's a part in this game where your party, you go through a cutscene, and then at the end of the cutscene, you leave a town, and you're expected to immediately turn around and go back to that town. Like, don't get me wrong, one of the characters says something along the lines of, I feel like I'm forgetting something. But, like, you'd think that'd be something optional. Like, not an ability you need for progression. It's just like, oh my god. And then, like, at one point, the game's like, go to this place. Where is that? You didn't even give me a direction. And it's like, it's fine, you'll figure it out. It's just, oh my god. This game sometimes, I mean, I'm giving it a lot of benefit of the doubt. This is, this is an extremely old game, It feels like, I don't know if it was, but it feels stripped down enough. It was either extremely early in the SNES's cycle, or it may have been, like, updated to SNES very, like, partially through its development. Because, I don't know. I mean, this is a system that held all of Final Fantasy VI on it. So, like, it just feels really limited. Like, the character limit on names is 4 for party names. Item descriptions are extremely vague, and it screams that it was stripped down to fit on an NES cartridge. And then it went on the SNES instead, and they didn't go back and, like, actually use the space they had, if that makes sense. Because, like I said, item descriptions are extremely vague. Most of the accessories don't tell you what they do. It's just like, so like, you'll like, what does this ring do? And the game is like, 0 armor, 0 agility, 0 mag, so and so can equip this. I'm like, okay. Not even a vague hint. Like, so I'm like having to look up most of the stuff, and I want to keep playing it, and not just because I don't have anything else to do. I'm sure I could find something else. Almost anything else. But, like, I kind of enjoy that it has auto battle. As bare bones as it is, meaning as stripped down as the dialogue can be, I am kind of interested in the story, and I want to see where it goes. But boy, can this game work to make itself a chore sometimes. And it's making me hesitant about Breath of Fire 2, because apparently Breath of Fire 2 is worse about feeling like a chore. But I remember attempting to play that one way back and liking the characters, although the only one I really remember is Cat, who is exactly what it sounds like. But I remember something interesting going on around the time I stopped. I don't know why I quit. Probably just got distracted. That happens a lot. Oh, I like discovered an ability I'd been missing this entire time, and probably would have continued to never find if I hadn't found out that it existed accidentally. But anyway, I'm tired. I am having a hard time forming coherent sentences. I'm gonna go to sleep. I will catch you all tomorrow.